Krishna Krishna Guru Tani Nimate Bhoti Vedam Sufari Namate Saraswati Guru Bani Nirvikesu Sunnumari Achatore Sotari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Sharada Asmanu Srivasadi Guru Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jai Sharada Asmanu Srivasadi Guru Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jai Sharada Asmanu Srivasadi Guru Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Ya Gurudeva, 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 Srila Gurudeva. Never see the Prabhupada, Srila Gurudeva. No. Yeah, আপনি এখন ঘুমাচ্ছ নাকি? ঘুমাইনি রে বাবা। नहीं water? That much water? Darle मेरे पास। स्नान ना? नहीं मत स्नान। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Trust. Yeah. Three techniques to count. Yeah. ভগবানের দিব্যলাভ প্রচার করার জন্য নিজেদের সর্বপ্রথম দিচ্ছেন তাদের শ্রী ব্রহ্ম আদি দেবতাদের নাম বৈদিক শাস্ত্র অথবা বৈদিক শাস্ত্রের অনুমান শাস্ত্র হরে কৃষ্ণ মহামন্ত্রের ভগবানের নাম অর্থ নাম বলে পাপ আচরণ করে হরে কৃষ্ণ মহামন্ত্র উচ্চারণ করাকে বৈদিক কর্মকাণ্ডে শ্রদ্ধাহীন ব্যক্তিকে ভগবানের দীর্ঘ নামের মহিমা সন্ধান করা ভগবানের নামের প্রতি পুরনো বিশ্বাস না থাকা এবং তার অগাধ মহিমা সেবন করার ফলে বিষয় সমস্ত বৈষ্ণব ভক্তের কর্তব্য হচ্ছে নিশ্চিত সিদ্ধি লাভ করার জন্য এই সমস্ত অপরাধ
Hare Krishna, devotees, Dandavat Pranam, all glory to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. 2 minutes, let us start, okay? Just morning prayers done here. 2 minutes. Thank you so much. An offensive for the which section? Which section? Which section? The penalty formula, Brahma, there.
Brahma, Purana, and Brahma Kanda
Brahma Khanda. Is that right? Is that right? Number one, follow me. English. Number one, the last thing is the last property. Number two, remember the name of the last last one. So the last thing is the assumption versus the five. The answer is the knowledge of channelization to the imagination. Six, to give some mundane interpretations to the last. Seven, to not simply activity to understand and the 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as a non-auspicious ritualistic activity which are offered in the as to be activities. 9. Instead, every person about the glory stand not their complete faith in the chanting of the means and the main direction. So many instructions and it is also in offense to be identified by chanting. It is not reference to the action and must appear to be God and in order to be actually very Krishna.
Krishna, Prema.
The daughter every devotee who claims to be Krishna, every devotee
Every devotee who claims to be a claims to be Vaishnava must carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema.
Krishna Prema.
Follow Krishna Prema?
Krishna Prema.
नींद प्रेम नहीं है
Krishna Prema.
Very good. Thank
all the way
Thank you. आज आप
Hare Krishna. Yeah, thank you so much, Radhika Mataji, Samyukta Mataji, Sapna Mataji, for waiting. The morning already done here, so let me start with Mangalacharana prayer. Which book we are reading?
Civilization and Transcendence.
Yeah, Civilization and Transcendence.
Yes, Prabhuji.
What is the exact civilization Srila Prabhupada talks about in this book? Real civilization. Okay, let me send again one more reminder to some to the devotees. Samyukta Mataji, మీరు క్విక్గా మంగళాచరణ చేస్తారా? You know, right? Simple, short మంగళాచరణ.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam Prabhuji.
Yeah. Dhanavad Pranam Mataji. అది ఓం జ్ఞానతిమిరాంధస్య అదే నమామి విష్ణుపదాయ
Yes,
Continue.
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjanashilakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Shri Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Ti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you, Mataji. Short prayers. Actually, we have um, prayers whenever we have physical satsang. We recite all the prayers in the Zoom calls. Short prayers, big prayers. Okay. Yeah. Now we are reading from Srila Prabhupada's one of the small book, Civilization and Transcendence. Right? Civilization and Transcendence, and we have seen some of the topics, list of topics shared in the group from this book. So nicely explained by Srila Prabhupada. All these topics are so good actually. Every topic we can give one class like that. So nicely given. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada is there. So let me open up PDF. Yeah. So right now we are in second chapter. Progressing beyond progress, so-called progress. That's why it's. Let me share actually. Stop share. Share. Religion with no conception of God. That is done last Friday. Second chapter is progressing beyond progress, so-called progress. What exactly the so-called progress? So beyond the progress. Inverted commas quotes lo pettindante what is the meaning? So-called progress, so-called working for sense gratification or material civilization, not spiritual civilization. So let us go through this discussion. So let me share the PDF now. You are able to see PDF, Mataji? Radhika
Yes,
Mataji.
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So we'll start from again. Actually, 10 pages we have read last Friday. Let us start with again this question and we'll continue. So both of you, Radhika Mataji, Samyukta Mataji, you can choose whoever. Pusta Krishna, Shiva Prabhupada.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yes,
Yeah,
the
Radhika Mataji.
usual charge. Yes, Prabhuji, I'll take Pusta Krishna.
Yes.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yes, the usual charge is that this Vedic system of civilization is fatalistic, and that as a result, people are not making as much material progress as they otherwise would.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Radhika Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, you can read the Shiva Prabhupada.
No, the Vedic system is not fatalistic. It is fatalistic only in the sense that one's material destiny cannot be changed. But your spiritual life is in your hands. Our point is this: the whole Vedic civilization is based on the understanding that destiny allows only a certain amount of material happiness in this world, and that our efforts should therefore be directed towards self-realization. Nobody is enjoying uninterrupted material happiness That is not possible. A certain amount of material happiness and a certain amount of material distress, these both must be present always. So just as you cannot check your distressing condition of life, similarly, you cannot check your happy condition of life. It will come automatically. Therefore, don't waste your time with these things. Better you utilize your energy for advancing in Krishna consciousness.
Continue, yeah. Pusta Krishna, who is Pusta Krishna here?
Yes, Prabhuji. Pusta Krishna. Prabhuji, name Pusta Krishna, na Prabhuji, or is
Devotee name, is a disciple, Prabhupada disciple.
disciple? Okay, Prabhuji.
Not
So
really,
then,
exact
Srila
meaning.
Prabhupada,
Yes, go ahead.
Prabhuji,
Meaning I not
Pusta Krishna.
Krishna. Let us find out. Even I don't know.
Okay, Prabhuji. So then, Srila Prabhupada, would it be accurate after all to say that people who have this Vedic conception would not try for progress?
No. Progress, first you must understand what actual progress is. The thing is that if you try to progress vainly, what is the use of trying? If it is a fact you cannot change your material destiny, why should you try for that? Rather, whatever energy you have, utilize it for understanding Krishna consciousness. That is real progress. Make your spiritual understanding, your understanding of God and self, perfectly clear. For instance, in our International Society for Krishna Consciousness, our main business is how to make advancement in Krishna consciousness. We are not enthusiastic about opening big factories with big money earning machines. No, we are satisfied with whatever material happiness and distress we are destined. But we are very eager to utilize our energy for progressing in Krishna consciousness. This is the point. So, the Vedic system of civilization is meant for realizing God. Vishnur Aradhyate. In the Vedic system, people try for that. Actually, the followers of Varnashram Dharma, they never tried for economic development. You'll find in India still millions of people taking bath in the Ganges during Kumbh Mela. Have you been to the Kumbh Mela festival?
No.
At the Kumbh Mela, millions of people come to take bath in the Ganges because they are interested in how to become spiritually liberated from this material world. They are not lazy. They travel thousands of miles to take bath in the Ganges at the holy place of Prayag. So although they are not busy in the dog's race, these people are not lazy. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagarti samyami. What is night for ordinary beings is the time of wakefulness for the self control. The self controlled man wakes up very early, practically in the middle of the night, and works for the spiritual realization while others are sleeping. Similarly, during the daytime, the dogs and asses think we are working, but these spiritualists, they are not working. So there are two different platforms, the material and the spiritual followers of the Vedic civilization, which is practiced in India. Although nowadays it is distorted, actually these people are not lazy. They are very busy. Not only very busy, but also Kaumara Acharat Pragno Dharman Bhagavatan Iha. They are trying to become self-realized from the very beginning of life. They are so busy that they want to begin the busyness from their very childhood. Therefore, it is wrong to think they are lazy. People who accuse followers of Vedic civilization of laziness or of inhibiting progress do not know what real progress is. The Vedic civilization is not interested in the false progress of economic development. For instance, sometimes people boast, we have gone from the hut to the skyscraper. They think this is progress. But in the Vedic system of civilization, one thinks about how much he is advanced in self realization. He may live in a hut and become very advanced in self realization, but if he wastes his time turning his hut into a skyscraper, then this whole life is wasted, finished. And in his next life, he is going to be a dog, although he does not know it. That's all.
Haribol. Thank you, Mataji. So nicely explained. What is real civilization? What is exactly Vedic civilization? By reading these paragraphs by Srila Prabhupada. What is the real civilization? Vedic civilization? Not from hut to skyscraper building. Material civilization. What is it? He answered here only. You can find out. What is the Vedic civilization? In this, find out. Hare Krishna. Sapta Mataji. Radhika Mataji.
Mataji, how much is one advanced in self-realization process?
That's what it is. Not material realization, not material realization. Material realization is proper is given a nice example. Hut. Olden days, people were living in huts only, na? These rishis, etc., etc. People were living in huts only. But because of the development, human brain, from hut to skyscraper, that is not the real civilization. That's why. What is that civilization now? Advancement in self-realization. That is the real civilization. That is the Vedic civilization. So, how much one is advanced in self-realization? He may live in a hut and become a very advanced in self-realization. But if he wastes his time, that's the thing. If he wastes his time turning his hut into a skyscraper, that is, if we work for material things, what happens? Material things. Body is not going to be enjoyable until, forever. It is going to be destroyed at some point. Right? We all have to leave everything, no? Why are we wasting? That's the thing. Vedic civilization is talks about self-realization. Vedanta Sutra, there is frequently I quote. Anybody remembers what is the purpose of human life? Vedic civilization is nothing but purpose of human life. There is one statement from Vedanta Sutra. Anybody remembers? I always quote. Of course, Prabhupada always quotes frequently. That's why we remember.
Vedaiste sarve rahmeva vedya, Prabhuji.
Yeah, yes. That is, yeah. What is the purpose of Vedas? To understand Krishna. Who is compiled? Krishna only compiled. And we have to understand his nature, his activities, etc. That is all. That's good. That's okay. But I'm talking about the purpose of human life. Veda's purpose is there to know about Krishna, ultimately. That's right. Purpose of human life is Atato
Brahma Jignasa.
Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Atato Brahma Jigyasa means human life is not just like living like Prabhupada. It's like living like cats, dogs, sense gratification. No, big no. Then what is yes? Yes is one has to work for austerity. Yeah, human life is given. You have to use it for right purpose. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Human life is meant for self-realization. That is real civilization. That is Vedic civilization. Understand about our nature. Understand about body. Understand about spiritual body, material body, problems, miseries, sufferings, conditionings. Understand? Yes. Human body is conditioning, right? Very much conditioning. No? How can we say conditioning? Can anybody say what are the human body's conditioning? We cannot tolerate heat. We cannot tolerate cold. Too much heat also won't work. Too much cold also won't work. Our body is having some temperature inside, no? Some temperature until maintain that temperature. Body is feeling. That's conditioning. Right? Too much conditioning. Yes, from slowly conditioning to gradual, we have to work. How can we reach the Brahma Bhuta platform? Unless we practice life in the Vedic civilization. Vedic civilization, nothing but again, unless we work for self-realization, how can we come out of these conditionings? Right? When the soul is eternal, when the body is temporary, the problems on the bodily level only. That's why we have to come out of the bodily concept of life. Prabhupada writes in this purpose, in this purpose, bodily concept of life. That means bodily conditionings. Work for self-realization, nothing but practicing Krishna consciousness. That's what we are all on the self-realization platform. Self-realization platform. That's the thing. So nicely explained. Let us continue. Now, Swapna Mataji, you read some of the read Srila Prabhupada. I'll be in Pusta Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, sure.
I'll do. I'm asking question. Srila Prabhupada, then this question may be raised. If destiny cannot be checked, then why not? When a child is born, simply let him run around like an animal, and whatever happens to him.
No, that is the advantage of this human form of life. You can train the child spiritually. That is possible. Therefore, it is said, Tasyaiva hito prayetat kovido. Tasyaiva hito prayeteta kovido. Use this priceless human form to attain what you could not attain in so many millions of lower forms. For that spiritual purpose, you should engage your energy. That advantage is open to you now in human form. I chuke
Mataji, you can say this is two words are very important.
apratihata.
Very, very good. Ahaituki apratihata. Ahaituki apratihata.
Ahaituki apratihata. Pure devotional service to the Lord. Krishna consciousness is open to you now, and this cannot be checked, just as your advancement of so-called material happiness is already destined and cannot be checked. Similarly, your advancement in spiritual life cannot be checked. If you endeavor for it, no one can check your spiritual advancement. Try to understand this.
So then we can't say that the Vedic system or Sanatana Dharma is fatalistic. There actually is endeavor for progress.
Certainly, spiritual progress. As for the question of fatalistic, I have often given this example. Let us say a man is condemned by a court of law to be hanged. Nobody can check it. Even the same judge who gave the verdict cannot check it. But if the man begs for the mercy of the king can check the execution. He can go totally above the law. Therefore, the Brahma Samhita 5.54 says, Karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. Destiny can be changed by Krishna for his devotees. Otherwise, it is not possible. Therefore, our holy business should be to surrender to Krishna. And if you artificially want to be more happy by economic development, that is not possible.
Very important verse actually, Karmani nirdahati kintucha bhakti bhajam. We have only one hope, that is in Krishna. Destiny can be changed. How can we change our destiny? Destiny, we all know, right? If we live like animals, what is going to be destiny? Next life is again lower species of life. We may born in a low species of life, right? Tiger, cat, whatever consciousness. But this destiny can be changed by Krishna for his devotees. Otherwise, it is not possible. Karmani nirdahati kintucha bhakti bhajam. Wonderful verse from Brahma Samhita 5.54. Therefore, Prabhupada, our only business should be surrendered to Krishna. What is the conclusive teachings of Bhagavad Gita? What is the conclusive teachings of Bhagavad Gita? Mata is conclusive teaching. Bhagavad Gita verse. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarvam bhavebhyo mokshayishyami master. Our business is to surrender to Krishna. And if you artificially want to be more happy by economic development, no. And if you work on the material platform, no happiness. That is not possible. Yeah. Question number 3. Question number 3, that Pusta Krishna asking. You go ahead, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. No, first of all, make sure that everything is clear. Why are you so eager to progress? Laughter. Try to understand what is what. The first thing is that your destiny cannot be changed. That's a fact. But in spite of your destiny, if you try for Krishna consciousness, you can achieve spiritual success. Otherwise, why did Prahlad Maharaj urge his friends? Kaumarat Acharat. Take Krishna consciousness up from your very childhood. If destiny cannot be changed, then why was Prahlad Maharaj urging this? Generally, destiny means your material future that you cannot change, but even that can be changed when you are in spiritual life.
Yeah. So our destiny can be changed only through process of devotional service, spiritual life. Continue. I'll ask again. What is the meaning of apradhyata? You said that spiritual development cannot be checked. Now Srila Prabhupada answering. Continue.
Apartihata means this. Yes, Prabhuji. Apratihata means this. Suppose you are destined to suffer. So apratihata means that in spite of your so-called destiny to suffer, if you take to Krishna consciousness, your sufferings will be reduced, or there will be no suffering. And in spite of any suffering, you can make progress in spiritual life, just like Prahlad Maharaj himself. His father put him into so many suffering conditions, but he was not impeded. He made spiritual progress. He didn't care about his father's attempts to make him suffer. That state of existence is called apratihata. If you want to execute Krishna consciousness, your material condition of life cannot check it. That is the real platform of progress. Of course, in so far as your material condition is concerned, generally that cannot be checked. You have to suffer. But in the case of a devotee, the suffering also can be stopped or minimized. Otherwise, Krishna's statement would be false. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksha yisyami. I will deliver you from all the reactions to your sinful activities. Suffering must befall me on account of my sinful activities. But Krishna says, I will deliver you from all the reactions to your sinful activities. This should be clear. Ordinarily, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Now, destiny cannot be checked. Therefore, instead of destiny, apart from Krishna consciousness, you should employ your priceless human energy for attaining Krishna consciousness, which cannot be checked. We see so many men working so hard. Does this mean that every one of them will be afford a Rockefeller? Why not? Everyone is trying his best. But Mr. Ford was destined to become a rich man. His destiny was there, and so he became a rich man. Another man may work just as hard as Ford, but this does not mean he will become as rich as Ford. This is practical. You cannot change your destiny simply by working hard like asses or dogs. No, but you can utilize your special human energy for improving your Krishna consciousness. That's a fact. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Simple thing to understand is we can change our destiny with the process of Bhakti Yoga, spiritual life, practicing devotional life in daily lives. That can save. Krishna only assuring, right? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. So if you work on the material platform, okay, next destiny also that is defined according to our consciousness and actions. Two things, our consciousness and our actions. But whereas if we turn that same consciousness and same actions turns towards to Krishna, our destiny will be changed. That's what it is. Otherwise, then otherwise, where is the hope? Hope is in Vedic civilization, hope in self-realization, hope in Bhakti Yoga. That's it. That's proved actually. Many devotees, Prabhupada many times quotes this example, Prahlad Maharaj. In any condition of life, we have to remember Krishna. Smartavyam Satatam Krishnam Vismartavyam na jatu chit. So we don't see, mold our life like wherever we see Krishna, whatever we do, remember Krishna and perform our activities. That is the hope for changing our destiny, not material condition again. Now we are going to be in a liberated state, in completely liberated state. It's not, there is no question of conditioning. Then we work for Krishna. That's where work for Krishna. Everything Krishnized. Prabhupada writes, everything needs to be Krishnized. Okay, so that's the thing. I think Sunil Prabhu, thank you for joining. You want to read, Prabhu? You become Srila Prabhupada now and you discuss. Okay, I will be disciple. Okay, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare
Sunil,
Krishna Prabhu. Yeah.
you are able to read?
Yeah.
Yes. Now I'm asking questions and Srila Prabhupada is answering. You become Srila Prabhupada. Okay, disciple. Srila Prabhupada, if destiny cannot be changed, what does Krishna mean? When he says, be thou happy by this sacrifice.
Srila Prabhupada, do you know what is meant by sacrifice?
Sacrifice to Vishnu, to Krishna?
Yes, that means pleasing Krishna. If Krishna is pleased, he can change destiny. Karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. PS is Brahma Samhita. Brahma Samhita 5.54. For those who serve him with love and devotion, Krishna can change destiny. So sacrifice yagna means pleasing Krishna. Our whole Krishna consciousness movement means pleasing Krishna. That is the whole program. In all other business, there is no question of pleasing Krishna. When one nation declares war upon another, there is no question of pleasing Krishna or serving Krishna. They are pleasing their own senses, serving their own whims. When the First and Second World Wars began, it was not for pleasing Krishna. The Germans wanted that their sense gratification not be hampered by the Britishers. That means it was a war of sense gratification. The Britishers are achieving their sense gratification. We cannot. All right, fight. So there was no question of pleasing Krishna. Next question.
See, everything. Sense gratification between countries. Sense gratification between individuals. In every society. It runs on the sense gratification. See, that's the thing. Material world runs on the sense gratification. That's why we are in the material world. Right. Sense gratification. Gratifying our senses fullest. How can the four things, right? What are the four things? A person, even living entities, other living entities also can work on the sense gratification. What are the four? What are the four sense gratifying activities?
Eating, sleeping, mating, defending.
Yeah. Ahara nidra bhayamayanam samanyametam pashubhi naranam dharmo nahino pashubhi samana dharmo nahino pashubhi samana. If we won't follow human form of life, just like animal, that's it. Animals also doing the same business, eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Sense gratification on this four only, that's it. Nice foodstuffs.
Shall I recite the sloka, Prabhuji?
Huh? Acha, recite, please. If you know. Please.
Ahar nidra bhayamaitu namcha. Samanyametat pashubhir naranam dharmo hitesham adhiko vishesho dharme nahina pashubhir samanam.
See, dharma, if we won't follow the dharma of human life, what is the difference between human life and animal life? Same, na? Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. That's it. So a country in between countries also sense that, one America needs to be, for example, America needs to be top all the ways, all countries. That's why, America is a powerful country, powerful defense. Is another sense gratification on the country level, sense gratification on the personal level, sense gratification on the small groups. It's that's the everywhere. See, this material world runs on the sense gratification. So we have to come from sense gratification to self-realization. It's an individual activity, right? Every person has to work. It's not for society. See how a society becomes, all individual persons come together, gather together, then it's become society, no? So Krishna consciousness is on individual basis. One has to work on their own self. Self-realization, nothing but one has to work on the self. What exactly soul? What is the material body? What is spiritual body? What is the purpose of human life? Why all these problems coming into play? That's the thing. So what is the Vedic civilization again? Working on the advancement of self-realization. And this statement Prabhupada quotes in his lectures and purports. Sense gratification and self-realization go ill together. Please repeat after me. Sense gratification and self-realization go ill together.
Go ill together.
That means I can fulfill my senses and I'll work on the soul platform. It won't be possible. No. I wanted to enjoy full material and I wanted to become Krishna. How can it be possible? That's not possible. Krishna consciousness means austerity. One has to follow. What are the austerity? What are the austerity? What are the austerity we can? That's called regulative principle. That's an austerity actually. No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. That's where we all will be situated in the proper dharma. Right? Satyam, Saucham, Daya. Follow. Satyam, Saucham, Daya, and Tapa. Satyam, Saucham, Daya, Tapa. Those qualities will develop when we follow. Yeah, those qualities we will develop when we follow 4 regulative principles. Satyam, truthfulness. Saucham, cleanliness. Daya, mercy. Satyam, Tapa, austerity. That's the thing. So human form of life is meant for self-athato brahma jigyasa. So let us continue another section. Thank you, Prabhuji. Again, one more round with Matais and then wrap up on time. So let us do. Matais mala mere there. Samyukta Matai, Radhika Matavi. You can switch your characters. Concocted religion.
I'll read Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah.
Pushta Krishna. Question number 3. It is said that the greatest strength of Hinduism is its Catholicity or breadth of outlook, but that this is also its greatest weakness, in that there are very few common prescribed religious observances which are obligatory for all, as in other religions. Is it necessary and possible to outline certain basic minimum observances for all Hindus?
So far as the Vedic religion is concerned, it is not simply for the so-called Hindus that is to be understood. This is Sanatana Dharma, the eternal and universal nature and duty of every living being. It is for all living entities, all living beings. That is why it is called Sanatana Dharma, that I have already explained. The living entity is Sanatana or eternal, God is Sanatana, and there is Sanatana Dharma, the Lord's eternal abode. As Krishna describes in the Bhagavad Gita, Parastasmatu bhavo nyo vyakto vyaktat sanatanaha. Yet there is another unmanifest nature which is eternal. And in the 11th chapter, Krishna himself is described as Sanatanaha. Do you remember? He is described as Sanatana, the supreme eternal. So actually the Vedic system is called Sanatana Dharma, not Hindu Dharma. This is a wrong conception. This Sanatana Dharma is meant for all living entities, not just the so-called Hindus. The very term Hindu is a misconception. The Muslims refer to the Indian people who lived on the other side of the river Sindh as Hindus. Actually, due to the peculiarities of pronunciation as Hindus, in any case, the Muslims call India Hindustan, which means the land on the other side of the river Sindh or Hind. Otherwise, Hindustan has no Vedic reference.
See, you got to know, right? There is no word called Hindu.
Hindu.
Srila Prabhupada. See? There is no word called Hindu religions. Oh, you are Hindu, you are Muslim, Christian, that is different. But we are not Hindus. Even a Muslim is a Sanatani. Yes, right? Every living entity, when we talk about living entity, we were all, same, we come from same source, same resource. It's a kind, peculiarities of pronunciation as Hindus. They won't be able to recite, that's why it's called Hindu, then become Hindu religion. But actually, we are all part of Sanatana Dharma. We are all part of Sanatana Dharma. A Muslim, a Christianity, a Sikh, a Jain, a Jewish, anybody, any religion. When we talk about the living entity, all the living entities, all the souls only, no? So all connected with Krishna only, right? According to time, place, circumstances, these different religions coming into play to help people to understand God and practice in that way. But actually, original knowledge, Vedic knowledge, the Vedic system is called Sanatana Dharma. So that's the thing. People call, Sanatana Dharma is a Hindu Dharma. It's not a Hindu Dharma. It's eternal religion. It's called eternal religion. Hindu word came from a Sindhu river. See, the Muslims refer to the Indian people who lived on the other side of the river Sindh, S-I-N-D, Sindh, as Sindhus. Actually, due to the peculiarities of pronunciation, as Hindus. When we say Sindhu, Sin, the H pronunciation is coming, right? Sindhu, C-H. That's why God is Hindu, it become Hindu. That's not correct. Our Vedic system of understanding, Vedic religion is a Sanatana religion, eternal religion, Sanatana Dharma. Right. Continue, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. So, this Hindu Dharma has no Vedic reference. The real Vedic Dharma is Sanatana Dharma or Varnashrama Dharma. First of all, one has to understand this. Now that Sanatana Dharma or Vedic Dharma is being disobeyed, distorted, and misrepresented, it has come to be misunderstood as Hinduism. That is a fake understanding. That is not the real understanding. We have to study Sanatana Dharma or Varnashrama Dharma. Then we will understand that the Vedic religion is every living entity is eternal, Sanatana. God is also eternal, and we can live with God in his Sanatana Dharma, his eternal abode. This reciprocation is called Sanatana Dharma, the eternal nature and duty of the living being. So, Vedic religion means this Sanatana Dharma, not Hindu Dharma. Read the words from Bhagavad Gita that describes Krishna as Sanatana. Radha Vallabha.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
So Bhagavad Gita 11th chapter 18 verse talks about Tvam Aksharam Paramam Veditavyayam Tvam Asya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam Tvam Avyaya Shashvata Dharma Gopta Sanatanastvam Purusho Matome. Bhagavad Gita 11th chapter 18 verse. You are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of this universe. You are inexhaustible. You are the supreme eternal. And you are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality of Godhead. This is my opinion. Who is saying this one? Bhagavad Gita 11th chapter 18 verse. Krishna himself. Krishna is the right. I am here 11.18, right? 11.18 verse. Quickly, let me find out here. Where are those 11.18? Number BG 11.18. Let's quickly see. Actually, Arjuna is after seeing the Ishvara form. 11.18. So let me quickly share so that we got the clarity. So Veda base. Okay. So now 11.18, right? So from here, Arjuna is saying actually. Okay, Arjuna said, "My dear Lord." Can anybody read very beautiful verses? Sunil Prabhu, can you read quickly these four? Sunil Prabhu?
Shall I?
Yes, Prabhuji. Text 15. Arjuna said, "My dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. Text 16. O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes, expanded everywhere, without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. Text 17. Your form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence, spreading on all sides like blazing fire, or the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing form everywhere adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs. Text 18. You are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of all this universe. You are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality of Godhead. This is my opinion.
That's it. Arjuna is describing after seeing, after witnessing the universal form. He's experiencing. Oh, we see, right, different heads, mouths, all coming into play. All the demigods resting in place. Lotus flower, from the lotus flower, Brahma came. He has seen everything. It's a flash of second. He has seen everything. Complete creation. So that's where he is confirming that he is the eternal religion. He is the eternal religion. Krishna is the eternal religion. Because Arjuna has experienced everything. Let us continue. Okay. Swapna Mataji and
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Sunil Prabhu, you can read both of you. Stitch you is character. Srila Prabhupada saying, this is the understanding. You can read Mataji.
This understanding is wanted. Krishna is eternal. We are eternal. And the place we will live with him and exchange our feelings, that is eternal. And the system which teaches this eternal system is reciprocation. That is called Sanatana Dharma, the eternal religion. It is meant for everyone.
How can people follow Sanatana Dharma on a practical daily basis?
How are we doing it? Is it not practical? Krishna requests, Man manavava mat bhakto, madhya jimam namaskuru. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer your obeisances to me. Where is the impracticality? Where is the difficulty? And Krishna promises, Mam evaisyasi asamsaya. If you do this, you will come to me without any doubt. You will come to me. Why don't you do that?
It's so nice.
Later,
Actually.
Krishna requests.
Yeah, go ahead, Mataji. Later,
Yeah.
Krishna requests.
Later, Krishna requests, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja. Bhagavad Gita 18.66. Give up all varieties of concocted religion and simply surrender to me. This is practical religion. Just surrender to Krishna and think, I am a devotee of Krishna, a servant of Krishna. Take the simple approach, then everything will be immediately done. Real dharma, real religion means dharmamam tu saksat
Dharmam Sakshat Bhagavat Pranita.
Bhagavat
Dharmam Sakshat Bhagavat Pranita.
Dharmam tu sakshat Bhagavat Pranitam. Srimad Bhagavatam 6.3.19. What God says, that is dharma. Now God says, give up all the concocted dharma and just surrender unto me. So take that dharma. Why don't you take Krishna's instruction? Why do you go outside his instruction? That is the cause of all your troubles. You do not know the difference between this Sanatana Dharma and the real eternal religion and your concocted dharma. If you take to some false religious system, then you suffer. But if you take to the real religious system, then you will be happy. Of course, nowadays, India, like the rest of the world, has also given up the real religious system, Sanatana Dharma or Varnashrama Dharma. In India, they have accepted a hodgepodge thing called Hinduism. So there is trouble everywhere, but in India especially, people should know that the real religion is this Vedic system. Vedic religion means Varnashrama Dharma. Krishna says, God says, Chaturvarnyam Maya
Chaturvarnyam.
Chaturvarnam Maya. How to pronounce
Sristam.
this, Prabhuji?
Maya
Maya,
Sristam.
Maya Sristam.
Sristam.
Chaturvarnam Maya Sristam. Bhagavad Gita 4.13. For spiritual and material progress, the 4 occupational divisions of society have been set up by me, so that this obligatory, just as the state law is obligatory, you cannot say, I don't accept this law. No, you have to accept it if you want to have a happy life. You cannot become an outlaw. Then you'll not be happy. You'll be punished. Now God says, Maya Sastram. This Varnashrama system is given by me. So now, can we refuse to follow it? That means we are denying the real religion. Dharma mantu saksat bhagavat pranitam. Srimad Bhagavatam 6.3.19. Real dharma, real religion means the order given by God. And God says, Chatur Varnam Maya Sastram Guna Karma Vibhagasa. For the proper management of human society, I have created these 4 social divisions based on people's qualities and actions. So you have to accept it. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Yes. So this is what it is, no? Eternal religion, Varnashrama Dharma. What are the Varnas and Ashramas? How many are Varnas and how many Ashramas there? Samyukta Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
How many Varnas and how many Ashramas there?
4, Prabhuji.
4. Tell me.
Brahmachari, Gruhastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa.
Okay. That is spiritual order. What is the social order, Mataji? Varna. Ashramas.
Brahmanas,
Brahmanas,
Vaishyas, Kshatriyas, Shudras.
Yeah, in a sequence. Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra.
Vaishyas, Shudra.
It is social order according to one's qualities and actions that is designed by Krishna. So what is the purpose? Why he has created? Because according to one's own nature, according to one's own bodily capacity, they work and they are situated in the social order. One can be a Brahmana, a teachers, teaching profession, teaching, knowledgeable, Brahmanical qualities. One is Kshatriya qualities, he has administrative qualities. That's why they become, in the olden days, they become kings. Now we see politicians, rulers, the rulers. That's called Kshatriyas. And Vaishyas, business people, are farmers. And farmers. They do business and they do farming. Vaishyas. So Shudras, they support all these 3 laborer class. Unless labor is not there, unless a person won't work for this ashrama, how can he live? So he is dependent on all the 3. So Shudra category. So in order to functions this society, country, these are the 4 things. That's it. According to one's own qualities and work, see Krishna so nicely designed Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So Dharmantu Sakshat Bhagavat Pranita. Whatever situation, whatever ashrama, whatever Varna one is situated, one has to perform bhakti. That's what Dharmantu Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitam Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. A beautiful verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita. it talks about, I'm not a Brahmana, I'm not a Kshatriya, I'm not a Vaishya, I'm not a Sudra. Then I'm not a Brahmachari, I'm not a Grihastha, I'm not a Vanaprastha, I'm not a Sannyasi. Then what? Gopi Bhartar Pradakamalayur Dasa 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 and Dasa. I am the servant of Krishna's devotees. That's the mood. That is a real dharma. That is, we have to work for our eternal master, not temporary master. Of course, I mean, in order to maintain our body, we have to work under one, material boss. That's a different story. But our eternal master, we have to work always. Dharman to Sakshat Bhagavat. That is what expectation from Krishna, from all the living entities, especially human beings, because human beings having developed consciousness, they know the discrimination power, what is good, what is bad, what can be eatable, what cannot be eatable, what is real, what is temporary. So these things only human beings, because of after gradual elevation from lower species, one has achieved this human form of life. It's very rare. Durlabha Manusha Janma. We got the discrimination power. Use it for right purpose. Use it for Krishna service. One has to work Dharman to Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitam. One has to work for real Dharma. One has to be situated in this mode. Samsiddhir Haritoshana. Everything in relation with Krishna. Samsiddhir Haritoshana. So these Varnashramas helping us to situated in the right consciousness. Yeah, let us continue from this again. Another 10-15 minutes. Okay, I won't take much time. So now, Samyukta Mataji, you do Srila Prabhupada, I do Pusta Krishna. Okay, this would be the prescription for all people. That question is asking for one disciple. This would be the prescription for all people. That Varnashrama Dharma is going to save us. Varnashrama Dharma is going to help us. That's the question actually. This would be the prescription for all people. You can continue, Mata.
For everyone, at the head of the social body, there must be the intelligent class of men who will give advice. Then there must be the administrative and protective class, the farming and mercantile class, and the laboring class. This is all given in the Bhagavad Gita. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. But when you fully surrender to Krishna, you can give up all the regulations pertaining to these four social classes. That is why Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya, Bhagavad Gita 18.66. In the ultimate issue, my instruction is to give up all religious formularies, including even Vedic formularies, and simply surrender to me,
Simply surrender to me.
Brahmana Dharma, Kshatriya Dharma, Hindu Dharma, this Dharma, that Dharma, give all these up and simply surrender to Krishna. Because the ultimate aim of Dharma is to come to Krishna. You directly come to me, then everything is all right.
This is the dialogue, Srila Prabhupada. Simply surrender to me. Brahmana Dharma, Kshatriya Dharma, Hindu Dharma, this Dharma, that Dharma. Give up all this. Simply surrender to Krishna. In anybody seen Prabhupada's lectures, video lectures? How he says? How he talks so nicely, right? That's the thing. Give all these up and simply surrender to Krishna. Because the ultimate aim of Dharma is to come to Krishna. Dharma Sakshat, that is what? Ultimate Dharma. What is that ultimate Dharma? That is a beautiful verse is given already in the Bhagavatam. Dharman to Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitam. You directly come to me, then everything is all right. Just simply surrender to Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Now one more question. So many people concoct their own system and say, this is the way to go to God.
Then let them suffer. What can be done? If you don't accept the laws of the state and you manufacture your own laws, then you will suffer. The state says, keep to the right. But if you make your own law, no, I will keep to the left, then you will suffer. It's a fact. Krishna is personally advising Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Give up all connected religions and surrender to me alone. Take his advice and be happy.
Yes, thank you. So that's the thing. Concocted word itself is messed up religion. The people create their own ways their own way of adding things and practice that is not approved by any authority. There are 4 authorities. Guru disciplic succession. There are 4 authorities. Brahma Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya. Not approved by those religions. They're concocted, means they added their own interpretations, their own thoughts, which is not there in the Vedic, in our scriptures. Because human intelligence, the human intelligence is like that. No, it's a demoniac sometimes. It's demoniac actually. We see so much going on in this world. Different organizations coming into play, and they are all from Vedic literature only, but concocted. How many people are seriously practicing? How many people are take up the process so sincerely and serving? Very less, actually, very less. There are 7 or 8 billion people on this material world, especially as we are living in. So 7 to 8 billion people. So how many people are practicing? Because of this issue with concocted religion, they are happy with the sugar coated. They are happy with the honey coated. They are happy with the nice world jugglery coated religion and their process, which is not approved by any authority and which is not approved by Krishna himself actually. Another way, it's a concocted, it messed up. So what is the real religion? One has to receive the knowledge from Guru Sishya, disciplic succession. Krishna himself says in the Bhagavad Gita, Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshiyo viduhu. Evam parampara praptam. It has to be parampara anugatam. Knowledge received from a parampara. Srila Prabhupada is a guru, and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj is a guru. Gaurakishore Das Babaji is a guru. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is a guru. Jagannath Das Babaji is a guru. 6 Goswamis is a guru. Ultimately, Krishna is ultimately Vande Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Krishna's representation through various teachers. We have to learn and situated in the disciplic succession. Otherwise, knowledge will be misinterpretation. Actually, if you all one request right after this call, please take up the Bhagavad Gita. Backside of the cover, you read. Beautifully right. Without any adulteration, with any selfish motivation, uninterrupted. Selfish motivation, no interruption. Selfish motivation, concocted or adulterated. You see some words, adulteration, selfish motive, misinterpretation. No, that's why Prabhupada, what is given? What is the special about Bhagavad Gita? Other different versions, there are hundreds of Bhagavad Gita versions there. What is the difference between hundreds of versions of Bhagavad Gita and our own, our beloved founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita? What is the difference? Quickly. What is the difference?
It is as it is, Prabhuji. So whatever Krishna says, it's same.
That's true. That's why he intentionally put the title of the book, right? Bhagavad Gita as it is. In Telugu aithe Yatha Rupam. So that's
not manipulated, Gada Prabhuji.
Manipulation. No, there is no question of manipulation. There is no question of speculation. Yeah, that's the thing. Yes, correct, Mataji. There is no question of manipulation. There is no question of speculation. There is no question of concoction like this. There is no question of adding his own interpretations. It's original. It is received directly as received by Arjuna. Similarly, if we have that kind of consciousness, Arjuna's consciousness, friendly mood, devotional mood, we can get that Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That is the system of understanding. That's where Prabhupada intentionally put the as it is. How can it be special? How can it be special from compared to 100 plus versions of Bhagavad Gita and Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita? Srila Prabhupada Bhagavad Gita is nothing but Krishna's Bhagavad Gita, the original Krishna's Bhagavad Gita. Because Prabhupada is a pure devotee of Supreme Lord. If somebody reads Bhagavad Gita of Srila Prabhupada, he definitely becomes a devotee. I'm guaranteeing, actually. You know, that is the beauty of Srila Prabhupada. Because there is no selfish motive. It is presenting as it is. See, unless we have to come to the platform of devotional service. One has to come to the platform of devotional service. There is no hope for all other 100 plus versions of Bhagavad Gita. There is no hope. And we won't be able to understand in some of the complex verses. It is not, because our brain is dull and unintelligent. Because Kali Yuga's brain are not so active like Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, or Satya Yuga kind of consciousness. No, because all the qualities, memory, everything will be dull here. Manda buddhi, manda sumanda matayo, manda sumanda matayo, manda bhagya, manda sumanda matayo, manda bhagya. That is it. And people are in that manda sumanda kind of quality. They come up with their own interpretations of Bhagavad Gita. Of course, language using different words, coined nicely, nice statements to attract. But see, if we read a scripture, one has to surrender to Krishna. Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita gives us that quality to surrender. Yeah, Mother, you wanted to say something. Sorry, tell me.
Yes, Prabhuji, that's why it is given sloka, translation, and purport. It is everything is like clearly explained. Yeah.
Yes.
And wherever it is like, Sanjay Vacha, Arjuna Vacha, it is all clearly given. That is, it shows that it is as it is.
Correct. Correct, Mataji. See, that is the difference between other Bhagavad Gita, and that is another difference between other Bhagavad Gita and Srila Prabhupada as it is. Because he has given the original Devanagari, the Sanskrit words, then English, translated in English so nicely. Then synonyms, each word differentiated, each word the meaning, synonyms, and then translation, the meaning of that verse, and adding purport. Why he has added purports? To better understanding what is the mood of Krishna says this particular verse. What is the connection? Is there any literature there? See, if you read Srila Prabhupada books, purports, how many of us seen how nicely connected from one verse to one verse from, if we take Prabhupada Gita one verse, Prabhupada is going to connect that verse with Bhagavatam verse, the understandings. By that way, we get the proper understanding. We get the Bhagavad Gita, we get the Bhagavatam, we get the Puranas, we get the Upanishads in connection with that particular verse. So there is no question, there is no need of reading any other scripture. Simply read Bhagavad Gita as it is, simply read Bhagavatam, that's it. And if you are very much mature, start with the Chaitanya Charitamrita. That is more postgraduate study. So you would understand that, as it is. When we read Srila Prabhupada books, we become devotees. Simply to understand it, we become devotees. When we read other versions of Bhagavad Gita, we are becoming non-devotees. We won't understand their Krishna's nature. Krishna is always lovingly waiting for us. Krishna is always helping us. Why this word comes into? Krishna always merciful. Karuna Sindhu. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu. Dina Bandhu. Dina Bandhu means fallen condition souls. Reclaiming fallen condition souls by giving this knowledge. We have to take advantage in the human form of life. That is a Vedic real civilization. What is a Vedic civilization? To work on the self-realization. How can we work on the self-realization unless we know the knowledge? Take the help of Bhagavad Gita. Read Bhagavad Gita. Understand it. Read Bhagavad Gita again. Read Bhagavad Gita only Srila Prabhupada's Guru Parampara. Because this Grantha, Bhagavad Gita as it is, situated in Guru disciplic succession. Knowledge is perfect. Knowledge is perfect. So that's the thing, devotees. So I think it's 8 o'clock. Anybody have any questions? We can continue with this chapter. New chapter actually, caste system, caste out. See how poetically put the title, caste system, cast out, so-called caste system. See, there is no caste for human living entity. What is the living entity? Is living entity a Brahmana, Kshatriya? Is a living entity a Muslim, Christian? Is living entity? What is that? These are all different dresses, designations actually. Castes, we have in India, especially, we have this caste system, right? OCs, over caste, I forgot the OCs, BCs, backward caste, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, reservations, right? We see reservations. In the path of bhakti, in the eyes of Krishna, there is no reservations. There is no SC, ST, BC, OC, ABCD, no. In the eyes of Krishna, everybody is same. All the living entities, servants of Krishna. So that's why Chaitanya Charitamrita so nicely described that. I am not Brahmana, Kshatriya, etc., etc. What is that? I am Gopi Bhartur Padakamala or Dasa. That's one difference. Sapta Mataji, Samikta Mataji, Radhika Mataji, Sunil Prabhu. Anybody have any questions?
No,
Hare Krishna.
Oh, Prabhuji.
Pretty clear, right? When we read Srila Prabhupada books, we are pretty clear. That is the beauty of Srila Prabhupada books. Okay. Thank you so much again. Let us conclude and we'll connect on Wednesday. Actually, I'm planning to cancel this Wednesday and Friday classes, Samyukta Mataji and Sapna Mataji, because I have a Bhakti Vaibhava exam. I haven't prepared much. I need to prepare. So I wanted to spend some time in the morning hours. This week, I'm thinking I'll post by Wednesday if I change my mind. Because there's a lot of syllabus there. We couldn't prepare on time. We just attended those classes. But we couldn't prepare actually. That was my hour. We didn't plan actually, that way. That's where there are a lot of subject. There are so many questions there. I need to prepare, and Sunday morning my time. That exam is there. 2.5 hours. Online only, Zoom call. So maybe let us take break now this week. What do you say, Mataji? Samyukta Mataji, Swapna Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Let me come back after exam. Let me prepare something. And write that exam. Bhakti Vaibhava module 1 is there. It was Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 9 chapters. There are 11 verses. We have to write sloka test. Then there are close to 15-16 questions we have to answer in different sections. Section 1, small question. Section 2, some essay questions. Section 3 is a big essay, long essay questions like that. Some syllabus I need to follow. So better let us connect next week only. Let me spend some time. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much again. Pancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Ananta Koti Vaishnavavrinda Jai. Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Degree Jai. Jai Gaur Hari Prem. Krishna conscious. Good night. Very good. Thank you.
Dhanwad,
Nana.
Madam.
Thank you
Thank you,
very much.
Prabhuji.